All right, well, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, everybody. I'm recording this a week in advance. Really, I'm working on tomorrow's video, waiting for my camera battery to charge. I don't really use it that much. But that would have been last week for you guys. I know, it's complicated. So like this, and we've got some Dacta like curriculum and teacher's guide stuff, which I'm pretty excited about. These are the Lego holiday sets, freebies or gift with purchase, you know, whatever. And then we've got some Dacta Duplo stuff there. So let's unbox all this and see what we got. Okay, so first things first, I accidentally opened this one. I mean, it's still in this little package here, but yeah, I thought it was something else. But you know, it's not that big a deal to not open it on camera. Okay. There we go. All right, we're getting it. So this is from the 1036 Technic Lego DACTA set. And again, this is one that I had as a kid. That is not me pictured there, but I look like that with less fabulous hair, I guess. But this was just such an awesome set. I love building the drill, just because it had all the gears and everything. But this is something, I don't know, I don't think we had this back in the day. But I love this stuff. Just really getting into it and seeing what... It's not always immediately obvious what they're trying to teach with some of these models. But, you know, this just spells it all out. I guess this is... why is this upside down? Oh, this... That comes out. We'll look at that in a second. So, you know, you learn about differentials and just so many things. You know, that was so cool to me as a kid. And like I said, it kind of impressed some adults when I knew what a universal joint was or a differential or things like that. So this is really cool. This is going to be fun to flip through. This looks like it's kind of laid out like a poster, but you know, so this extra pieces that you can order and all that kind of stuff. So that's cool. So now let's open this one up, and I've got to be careful how I do this. I don't want to... Okay, yeah. I hate the packaging where this stuff, because it gets everywhere. All right. Dust everywhere. So this is the teacher's guide for the WeDo set, the WeDo 1.0 set, which I unboxed a couple weeks ago. And it's printed. I could have just printed this myself, I guess. But they had it all set up. It was like, I don't know, $15 or something. So I went ahead and picked it up for when I do try to make a video on this set eventually. I know I'm taking forever to do all the things I promised on this channel. Oh, come on. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I like the cover sheet for it. And this is now officially a holiday video because these are holiday sets. I did not unbox it on camera, but I bought the Robot Inventor set, the 51515 Mindstorms set, just because it's going to be discontinued. They had a pretty good sale on it, and I had some VIP points that I traded in for it. So anything I don't make videos on, that's going to be on like Twitter or Instagram or whatever. I'll post some things there sometimes. But there's so many unboxing videos of that set, and I didn't really have a whole lot to say about it yet. I think I'll eventually make a video on that set from my perspective, because I realize mine is very different from most everybody else. So I eventually will probably do that. Okay, so we got the Lego house set. And it's unfortunately not made out of RCX bricks. But you got some cool little builds. We got the duck and everything. So that'll be kind of fun to build. This has actually been sitting in the box for a good bit now. I bought the set on Black Friday, or maybe the day before, I don't remember. We got the Winter Elves scene. You've probably seen this unboxed a million times or opened, you know, like this. Because these were the gifts with purchases. But it's a pretty cool little set. That ought to be fun to put together. I haven't really been doing much building of official sets lately. To be honest, I haven't done much Lego. I guess I needed a bit of a break. And I just haven't been into it. But I don't know. It's swinging back around. Oh boy, that's a heavy one. So this is Duplo, and I paid $30.15 for this. Not bad at all. Duplo's usually fairly expensive, but you catch auctions, and sometimes Christmas time's a good time to look for auctions. Everybody's buying new things and Black Friday deals and TVs and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Purses and candles and whatever. But, you know, this used Lego Dacta stuff, who's buying that? Except for me. Wow, look how much is in there. Good Lord. And this is stuff I had. I had one of these sets. There's even some system pieces in there. But yeah, like, you know, these are kind of like the Technic of the Duplo world. And you had like a crank. There should be axles in there, but I imagine they're in the bottom of the box. Look at this. Studless beams. Like, what, a decade or two before Lego Technic had studless beams. So that's cool. Kind of cool. Yeah, here's an axle, and this one even has the string attached to it, so you can, you know, you can lift things, you know. And let's see, these are all out of order and whatever, but it did come with the instructions, which, you know, there's not much to. You could build it from the picture, but I guess you do kind of build them from the pictures, because I don't really see instructions per se. But I always thought these were really cool, so these will be fun to play around with. Whatever that is. Yeah, so I guess not too much interesting. What? It's walkie-talkie or a phone, I guess. Yeah, not much going on there. Oh, we got the teeter-totter. I don't know if it's got the little dudes in there, or the dude and lady dude. I'll have to go through this, but again, I'm not going to just dump all this out on the table here. Yeah, there's a Lego Duplo dude and Lego Duplo base plate. That's cool. And we've got our gears. And I actually have seen somebody make a GBC module that used big gears and the Duplo bricks and made a module. So that's pretty cool. I think what they did was they used like maybe this piece and used belts to transition from a system motor to the Duplo system, because Duplo never had motors per se. I mean, they had motorized trains, but got some eyes to creep you out. So that's cool. I mean, that's a lot of pieces. I wonder how many pieces are together in this. So I'll play with that. And like I said, Duplo is normally expensive because it can be used. Let's say you're building, hold on. If you're building a big mountain and you want to take up space, Duplo is good for that, to fill that in. Okay, this was $33.39, and the auction was $12. So that tells you, always look and see. Shipping, handling, tax, all that crap is going to add up. So it's almost 3 times the bid price, what I actually bid, you know? So just something to keep in mind. Look at this huge box, and that's the stuff in there. I'm gonna pull it out real quick. All right, move the camera a little bit so we can see better. So I got a couple of these things, which I already had. I don't know if these are going to be in better condition. Not that, because they wrote all over it, but that's what happens. You know, this stuff was in schools and stuff, so they weren't really thinking about resale, I guess. These are all the instructions for the 9701 set. I almost always get those mixed up, the 1 and 2. But I already had these, and these have the holes in there, punch holes. Again, most of the stuff I already had. I already had this. So set those aside. This is why I bought it. And I'm pretty sure Evan K has uploaded all this. I can't say his last name. It's K. Has uploaded all this stuff to archive.org. And I can link to that if anybody's interested. But this is, you know, the original stuff. This is before Mindstorms. This is, you know, way back in the day. I'm not sure. Yeah, they were using the Dacta branding back then. But yeah, you got the 4.5 volt motors and everything. The very simplistic minifigs with just a, you know, smiling face. And probably pretty dry for most people, but I think this is cool. Talk to me. I love all the little illustrations and stuff. But these will be fun for me to look through and look at all the vintage computery goodness. Love that stuff. So we'll be going through that. I think these are more... Yeah, I think there was multiple sets of these instructions. And this last page, the scans that I found online didn't include one of the most important pages. You know, this back page that shows how everything's hooked up. So I have these in full on my Flickr page, which I guess I'll link to as well. Yeah, this is all stuff I already have. And here's an odd addition. Crazy Action Contraptions. I remember really wanting this. I remember I think the first time I saw it was in a Cracker Barrel. I don't know if they're kind of unique to the South, but it's a old-timey kind of feel place where you go eat. But they had a store, and they had really cool stuff, really cool candy and toys and puzzles and just all kind of cool stuff. But I remember seeing this and really wanting it, but my parents were like, you know, it's only got so many pieces. You already have those pieces. Just look at it and memorize it. I don't know. You know, I can't blame them, you know. But yeah, just some goofy little builds. And I think maybe some of them you had to add your own pieces. I don't remember. But that'll be fun to flip through. And I'm pretty sure the YouTube channel Nonsense Wars has a video on this, and they did all or most of the builds. And they always have some cool insights on that kind of stuff, and little modifications that they do to make things better. So again, that will be linked in the description as well. And from there, that might be about it. So we got more of these. Is this the same? Yeah, so I've got 2 copies of that now. Quick reference guide. Okay. Our getting started guide. See the red light. That's cool. These are just funny to me. So really cool stuff. Is this? Yeah, it's the same. Okay, so yeah, definitely multiple copies of. Now this is okay. This is new too. This is you know, the reference for all the commands and stuff for the Lego logo language. to control the 4.5 volt interface. And that's another one, I believe Evan K may be doing some videos on this stuff. I'll try to see what I can find between him and a few others that might be doing some vintage stuff. This would be used with like Apple IIs and all that kind of stuff. I think there was even a Commodore 64 adapter. He used 2 of these for his V8 engine, and I think he's taken off the old videos, but he's going to be doing a big, you know, full video on the project. But he uses 2 of these to control the lights for the spark plugs. Very cool stuff. I have rambled on quite enough. So I hope you guys had good holidays. Hope you got to see some family, and hope you have lots to be thankful for. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.